inspirational. How to become the best.
Anybody,
I'll say
anybody.
how I became the best. Well, I'm not actually. Oh. So with me, it's not about dreaming. It's all about doing. Every day you have to be excited and energized about what you're doing. So the first morning you wake up, it has to be all about positivity on your mind. Your mind has to be clear of anything that's negative. And so for me, I'm lucky enough to have creative groups within my circle, and they help me think every day. We set goals. We have an agenda every day, and as long as you stay consistent and persistent at that, you will become successful. So create an agenda. Surround yourself by people who do what you want to do, who think the same way you think, and just keep it going.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah.
I would just say real quick what I've learned this year, how to be the best. First, you need to know who you are.
Yeah.
And what is your brand, who are you, what do you stand for, and understanding that you don't need to be the best, meaning that you're better than someone else, just be the best at who you are and what you do. And then I have to learn the hard way too, is you have to work on your craft. And I realized that's something that I was missing. I spent a lot of time making money for someone else and going to my job and working hard for them, but I have to work on my craft. If I don't write, I won't have anything to share, so you have to work on your craft.
You'll pull the next one, but so my answer for that question would be to be the best at what you aspire to be is to really just love yourself, know yourself, learn to heal, learn to forgive, and just once you know who you are and where you stand, you know, and if you don't, you can pray on it until you figure it out. But being the best for me mainly really is just through the grace of God, but also my consistency really is what allows me to be the best that I can be. Loving myself, knowing what I'm going to tolerate and not going to tolerate, and knowing what I'm worth in life, business, and relationships. And it's mainly just consistency. I always set myself up for a challenge, and I don't care if I fail, I still do it. And I don't let nothing hold me back, and that's just really how I say that you can be the best.
Yeah, to be the best, it just takes faith, hard work, and consistency. Well, that was short and sweet.
Some more.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think, oftentimes the battle is in our mind, and if you can work at that, renew your mind daily.
Right.
Meditate day and night. Really, it's just what the word tells you to do.
That's right.
And so that's pretty much it, being able to speak life into yourself. You have to believe in yourself when nobody else does.
Come on.
And so that is one of the things that I do every day. So consistency is the other one.
So this is the part she had, so take it out. Can you get it again? Okay. There's no question on here.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. She thought it was a raffle. All right. What advice would you give someone starting out as an entrepreneur or starting out with entrepreneurship? What advice would you give? And we'll start with me, right? Okay, I'm new to this. So, as you all heard my story, I'm still working for someone else at this time, but I have recently realized that that's something that could be a possibility for me. And as I do a lot of self-development and reading and listen to my mentors, a good way to get started is, again, just to know what it is that you have to give to the world. Make sure that it's something that has quality. Make sure that it's not something that everyone else is doing. Figure it out, and obviously do your best to just educate yourself first instead of just jumping in, and understand that it will take time.
For me, I would say just, I think a lot of things for me have been trial and error. You try it, you go for it, if it doesn't work, you tweak some things, you make it better each and every time. Like she's saying too, I study a lot, I do research a lot of different things. If I have ideas, I research people that are similar and have the same mindset that I do. I do watch a lot of motivational videos. I listen to a lot of gospel. I do listen to a lot of sermons, especially during the day when I'm up in the morning after I'm getting dressed. It starts my day. It helps me set out to be the person that I am. But with the entrepreneurship side of it, just knowing that it doesn't all come at once. You have to have patience. You know, I say every step, even if it's a baby step, if you don't take that opportunity, you miss it. So step out on faith and take an opportunity, you know, and don't back down from it. Don't let fear cloud you, and just go for it. And you don't have to tell everybody your vision. And if they don't believe in it, that's absolutely okay. You know, they may not understand, why do you want to be an author? Because I want to have a message. And if they don't get it, you just end the conversation and talk to someone who wants to know. And you gotta and as you grow in the process, you'll start to see how things work for you. So I just say, just step out and take opportunities.
So I was gonna say, when I started my TV show, I actually did a reality series, and I got syndicated on 25 public access stations. I did that all by myself. I didn't have anyone help me. I would drive to each station in each different city, right? And I would say, hey, here's a DVD. I got 28 minutes on here full of just entertaining content. They're like, oh, okay, not many people come up to the office and just deliver us DVDs. They'll email us or call us and expect us to come and chase them. I said, no, I'm coming to you, right? And you're gonna air my content. So I did that for a while, and I said, you know, I wanna go bigger. I wanna broadcast on a local major station. And people are like, oh, that's impossible. You don't have the budget, the resources. Well, all I did was pick up the phone and call coffee. And they were just like, that's great. What do you want to do? I told them my plan, my vision, and my history. And I told them, I said, I have about maybe so far about like 40 hours of content that I could broadcast. And they're like, okay, great. Went in there, sat, talked to the executives. They liked what I had to present. They liked everything about me. And from there, they saw my plan, they saw my vision, and they said, okay, we're gonna put this on for you. So anything is possible as long as you keep your mind focused, and as long as every day you're working towards your goal. You know, I've got myself booked over Tokyo to perform with 5 other people in my entourage. Everything was paid for, right? But it's all about reaching out to people. It's all about doing research and not being afraid to take the next step and pick up the phone and call. That's it. And I think from working in like call centers and doing business development and background and sales, that's how I've learned to do everything, and that's what's connected me to people like Shimei and to the world. So.
You want to pull?
Oh, okay, so it's not really a question. It says, I just want to say that God bless all the speakers, very powerful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Why do we ignore red flags in relationships? Oh, this was set up for me, huh? This is set up. I think that, so, you know, I wrote a book about this. I have a lot of stuff in there. I think more so that when you ignore red flags in a relationship, it's mainly a reflection of yourself and your self-worth. Because, you know, I always tell people, self-worth and self-love is not something that you can go at your grocery store and buy. It's from within, and you have to know yourself and love yourself enough to understand what you deserve. And once you understand what you deserve, then you see what, you know, because it took for me to become, I tell people a lot, it took for me to become a single mom and go through all the drama that I go through and still go through sometimes, to discover who I was and what I was going to accept, to love myself more, to understand myself more. And the more self-awareness that you have and the more you love yourself, you are able to be aware of what you're not going to tolerate. And you're able to stand firm in that and say, no, I'm not going to put up with these certain things.
That's right.
You know, but it took for me, I love my daughter to death, but it took that crazy experience for me to be where I am today. You know, but I was blessed enough to share my story and write a book about it also. But we ignore those things because we ignore ourselves. And when you ignore yourself, you're going to ignore the red flags. Because you're taking anything somebody dishes at you. And when you say, I'm not going to take it no more, then you'll understand, and those red flags will start turning into green flags.
Mhm.
But only when you love yourself,
That's
you'll
right.
see them. Because
Amen.
if you're battling with low self-esteem and fear and things, anything somebody says to you that makes you feel good, you're gonna just run with it.
Yep.
But when you know yourself and you love yourself, none of those things matter.
That's
You'll
so
say,
true.
nope. Somebody will talk to you, you're like, I just see the red flag in your first 2 words. That's the main thing. My answer is, we have to know our self-worth in order to be able to not ignore them.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, people be living double lives. I said this at my last brunch. So sometimes, and I do keep it very transparent. So people do that, but that also just shows you to evaluate who you're dating. But when you move fast and you overlook a lot of things, more things are going to be overlooked. Because people can keep up an act for a long time.
Sure can.
So just, be mindful of those things also. That's my take on that.
Enough said.
Okay, got anything? No? Okay.
You completed that question.
I want to say something on that one because she made a very valid point. A lot of times in ignoring those flags and skipping the process, a lot of people are so quick to be in a relationship.
Come on.
Realistically, you need to
Say
build
it.
that friendship first.
Hello.
And so when you don't do that, or one person's just in a hurry, in a rush, they're trying to get you to be blinded to a lot of things. Case in point, my personal experience. October 29th of this year, I was supposed to be getting married. As you see, that did not happen because he was in a hurry for everything. It was like, okay, let's meet. Okay, let's get together. Oh, okay, well, let's plan a wedding. I already picked wedding colors. I did this, I did that. Wait, hold on, what? And then things started unraveling really quickly. Mm-hmm. It went from, I'm being transparent, I used to be a drug addict, to, oh, well, I used to do meth, but I had a setback like 5 months ago. Okay. And it went from I have 4 kids and they're grown to, I might have a 2 or 3-year-old son, of whom the mother I knew, a baby I watched grow up because she's younger than both him and I. And I was like, okay. And so it was more and more things that started unraveling quick. And a lot of times, if you ignore those flags and those signs, you will miss them, and they can cover that for a long time. However, if you pay attention and you listen to yourself and you know yourself, you're going to see real quick when they start noticing that they can't keep that mask up, things start unraveling quickly. So I'm just glad I caught it before I was stuck, because the biggest thing for him was, let's hurry up and do this, because once we married, you stuck with me. You said to do us part. No, you're trying to kill me in the process. No, don't smother me. So she made a very valid point, notice those signs and go through the process. Take it slow.
Oh, I got one thing to add too.
We're going to stop the freckles, y'all. We're going in.
Oh, this is perfection. But I just want to say, I think when you give yourself to someone, when you fully give yourself to someone sexually, you have a soul tie. And I didn't really learn that until after, I had my daughter, really. But the more you give yourself, especially your body, it's connected to your mind. You're all connected. And once you have that soul tie with somebody, you start getting lost in la la land and start seeing things that don't really exist. And those things are the things that make you overlook the red flags, because those soul ties, you feel like, oh, he just loves me, he just makes me feel so good. But you're overlooking what's really going on because you've already gave yourself to this person. But if you hadn't took the time to know yourself and know